What is up, guys? So I'm going to combine 2 weeks into this video, and I want to be kind of different, at least for the beginning. I want to basically just speak on some general things that you will probably face if you do end up taking this course, or pretty much any React course or React Native course in general. So I want to basically speak on what you should know before you go into it, because I feel like this is a main problem that a lot of people are facing currently in the bootcamp, where they feel pretty overwhelmed because React is basically built on top of JavaScript, like I've said multiple times. So if you don't have a good understanding of the fundamentals of JavaScript, you'll pretty much have a hard time learning React. So there's a lot of different ways you can supplement it. You can go the route I took, which is I took a Udemy course on it, just right here. You have to pay for it, but you can pretty much find it on a sale. But I think I only pay like $15 for it. I didn't pay this, nothing close to this much. Not even $27. It was like $15, and he updates it every year or every couple months. So it's pretty updated when I took it. It's a pretty good long course, and the good thing about this is that it's pretty vanilla JavaScript heavy, which is, I think that's a pretty important thing you should learn, is vanilla JavaScript before learning anything else on top of it. So yeah, and if you don't want to pay for it, you can get a book on it, which is this. This is what I showed. I think it was the last video when I was speaking on it. So you can get this book for free, digitally, or you can pay for it through Amazon, or an actual physical copy of it. So this is pretty vanilla JavaScript heavy, but I think they get into some other stuff. And another way you can learn it for free is this website. It's called Westboss, completely free, and it's basically just a project and challenge based for vanilla JavaScript. So you don't have to worry about learning anything about React, or at least knowing anything about it, or any of the other old things that they used to be used for JavaScript. It's just completely vanilla JavaScript. So yeah, you want to make sure you have a really good fundamental understanding of it. And here's another one that's completely free. It's on the site called Scrimba. So you can do this for free. It's a 7-hour course. So yeah, there's just a lot of resources in general, especially when it comes to YouTube. You can go on YouTube, do it by 2021. You can filter it by this year to make sure you're getting the most up-to-date JavaScript knowledge for vanilla JavaScript. So if you really want to filter it by just vanilla JavaScript, you can just, of course, type in vanilla JavaScript 2021, and you can find some good resources for it. And I actually did take I watched a couple vanilla JavaScript courses that were like maybe 1 or 2 hours, just really quick courses on YouTube, before I got into this one right here, just to familiarize myself with some general JavaScript stuff before I actually jumped into the real thing. So I think that in general you should know the fundamentals of HTML, vanilla CSS, and vanilla JavaScript before you even think about going into anything about Bootstrap, React Native. Pretty much anything that's been on top of those. So yeah, just giving you all some sources, and in the next part, should be directly after this, I'm gonna actually get into what we learned in the past 2 weeks as far as React goes. Alright, so here's a quick overview of the stuff we learned. It was a little bit more than this, but this is basically just the main stuff. It's basically just a mix between JavaScript and React. Like we learned about JavaScript, object destructuring, React router, single versus multiple page applications. You can see here. You can read the list yourself. I feel like it's kind of pointless to actually explain each and everything, because if you're not up to speed to what I'm talking about, then you just won't understand. So if you recognize these things, or if you don't recognize, let's say you're learning JavaScript and you want to learn React, you can just see here and see what you need to catch up on. Like say if you don't know what JSX is, then you need to learn that. So yeah, just take a good look here and see what we were learning. Like I said, this isn't everything, but this is a lot of the stuff that we did learn. So yeah, this is pretty much it. And we also they wanted us to start working on the projects, but that's not my main focus right now. My main focus is just to work on React, actually understanding how it works and interacts with JavaScript. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the last 2 weeks.